I said pause for just a moment. Alright. So next one is an absent monster and great labyrinth in the ruins, section 15. And yeah, I did like how they portrayed Super Orion at the very beginning. It just sort of feels like more recently he's gotten a lot more serious. I kind of do miss the more comedic moments that he has, you know? He's a great character, don't get me wrong, with both the comedic and the serious elements he has. But he definitely feels like he should be more of a comedic character than anything else. We'll have Gil in the back lines waiting to come in, I think. Just in case. It wasn't even intentional. That was probably one of the most funny scenes in main story. No hostiles detected near Purse Island. No sign of Artemis in nearby orbital space either. Alright, all hands prepare to make land. True. Okay, so we'll be making a divine construct for Orion instead of Achilles like we originally planned. But that shouldn't affect the forging process too much one way or another. Bartholomew, you stay behind and watch the ship like usual. Paris, I want you to do the same. Take the ships around the other side of the island and be ready to rendezvous with us there. You got it, leader? We'll work with the Nemos to keep the Argo safe. You don't have to worry about us. Again, I'll be staying behind with the ship this time. Here's a container for the nanomachines. Please make sure you use this to collect the Hephaestus Chloronomia once you find them. We will. Bye, everybody. I would very much like to get some Chloronomia into myself, you know. Once again, I am the squishiest of everybody here. It would make so much sense that, you know, one stray attack can kill the Master. These nanomachines seem very helpful to buff people up. Let's give the Master some nanomachines. It makes so much sense. A gentle breeze and no sign of trouble anywhere, huh? I don't like it. This is the exact sort of moment when unforeseen disasters tend to strike. But I guess there's nothing I can do now except pray that fortune smiles upon them. No. It's not nanomachines. I don't want them. More Atlantis border guards. Think they've seen us? I mean, I know that the Atlantean border guards are so hopped up on the nanomachines that they have sort of lost their mind. And I know that the specific deity ones are too much for anybody that's not divine to really well, no. Not the specific deity. I know it said Athena's was too much for anybody that doesn't have divinity to handle, probably. But, like, Chiome and Mandricarta both have the Hephaestus ones. And I've got a spammer. Hang on. Ban the spam bot. Ban the spam bot. Ban the spam bot now. But, I mean, unless there's more that I'm missing. Like, it definitely seems like the nanomachines would be a stupidly massive buff. I mean, sure, the first island, we had to use them on Nemo, and it sort of got locked down after that. The second island, though... Actually, the second island, we were a bit short on time. Maybe, I guess we just haven't had the time. Yeah, I guess we might have just not had the time, but even still, I do think from a logical standpoint, it would make sense to use the nanomachines. No, from what I've observed, the patrol routes appear to be restricted to a standard range. If they had received word that we were coming here to see Lord Hephaestus, I imagine that they would be far more vigilant right now. They are most likely simply deploying these guards to every island in the vicinity. If they knew Lord Hephaestus was here, the security detail would surely look different. I'm missing something critical. At least we ain't talking about Tone Lico. I better not search this up. Hey, if you guys tell me not to search something up, I will not search it up. I swear. Fingers crossed. Wait, no, it's not. It's not fingers. It's heart. It's cross your heart, right? I don't remember. How do you... What's the promise thing? Fingers crossed implies that you're not going to do it. So it's cross my heart that implies that I will not break my word. Yeah. Guess that means we'll just have to take care of them, huh? Any quick-moving demonic beasts nearby? Doesn't look like it. Okay, let's do this. Got it. Alright, let's all do our best out there, everyone. Well, what happened to you? I've never seen you so fired up before. I just decided from now on I'm going to focus on completing the task at hand, whatever it takes. Alright, let's do this. My wild assumptions aren't stupid. They're not stupid. Solomon / Hermione has definitely come back as one of God's angels. And I still haven't looked that up, what roles angels have in the JP-verse. I should probably see if there's anything. In fact, I'm doing that now. We're in battle, so I'm going to the Type Moon fandom, and I'm going to look up, I'm going to type in angel. There is something. There is something for angel. There's multiple entries for angels. So Angel A-Ray from Notes. There's production terminals used by Type Venus to assault the inhabitants of the Land of Steel. So another thing from Notes. And the nickname of V/V. And then there's a note that does not have any entries. Angels of the Abrahamic faith used as a face of Magecraft. So there is literally no information about angels outside of the things demonstrated in Notes. Let's throw some invincibility here. Yeah, Kieran is Cupid. I know that much. She is the pseudo... Or she's the... Yeah, she's the pseudo-servant vessel for Cupid. Heh, that one killed himself. That's hilarious. You know what? Let's do this. So Vivi is Type Venus. Gotcha. I love how fast he just spoke there. He just, like, blapped that out fast as hell. She was killed by a gun god. Gun god. Okay. Which is a human. I know, I've never actually read Notes. I know Notes takes place, like, worst case scenario, isn't it? Isn't that the whole premise of Notes, is that the world has gone to complete and utter shit? Or something like that? And the types have started to descend upon the planet? I mean, not to say the types haven't already started to descend upon the planet. Because I know that one of the types is a dead apostle ancestor. Can't remember which one, though. But yeah, they're dead apostle ancestor. I can't remember. Yeah, that's fine. And let's just start buffing the main man Orion up. More stars. And more DACA. Never have too much DACA. Well, is it Type Moon? No, Type Moon, aka the Crimson Moon, was defeated by Zelrich, the user of the Kaleidoscope. I know that much. That was 500,000 damage. That's a lot of damage there. Yeah, Type Moon is also the father of, or the creator of vampires. Good lord, Orion is a monster. Orion is a beast slayer, man. I would say he's a beast, but he is literally a beast slayer based on his skills. Which is kind of funny, because you can't really call him a beast in that case. That takes care of them. But it won't be long for Odysseus' main fleet to realize we're here once they failed to report in. That said, they probably won't get here that quickly. Don't say things like that. You'll only invite disaster. In all of human history, fate has never been kind to those who are overly optimistic in their estimations. No, but you're right, and as if to prove your point, your reminder just inspired my brain to flash back to all the worst memories of my life simultaneously. We need to hurry. Chome, Mandricato, you've already been infused with Hephaestus Cleronomia, right? Does that mean you can tell where the temple is once we get close enough? Yes, we should be able to, but this island is also bigger than I believed. Yeah, right now all I can say is I can vaguely feel it on the other side. I see then, and I suppose there's nothing to be done but start looking for it. Aren't you forgetting something? What about the labyrinth? It's guarded by the Minotaur, right? So won't it attack us if we go in unprepared? No, poor Asterius is probably gone. Right, I don't think we need to worry about that either. Sounds like there's a sad story. And being the downer I am, I can tell this is a good time to keep my mouth shut. Well, if you say so, I'll take your word for it, but we should at least take some thread with us. Then again, maybe there wouldn't be much point to that, since it would probably break pretty easily. Ariadne's thread wouldn't. It was specially woven and imbued with a fair maiden's prayers to ensure it would never break no matter what. Then if I pay hard enough, does that mean I can make Ariadne's thread too? Since when are you a fair or mate? Don't go there, Jason, unless you're really eager to bleed. On second thought, I withdraw my comment. Gun God, the main character of notes and one of the weakest people. So the main character is the weakest. Interesting. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna work, Corday. Oh. The reason Ariadne's prayers were so effective is because she loved Theseus' body and soul. If they hadn't had the power of love on their side, Theseus would have never been able to follow the thread all the way back to the exit. I usually scoff at that, but I can't deny that love does have a lot of cursed power, especially in Greece. Love, huh? Sure, I suppose that wouldn't work. Certainly not with a woman who never fell in love when she was alive. I can't argue with that. Come on, Jason, that's a little mean, man. Part of being a hero is encouraging others to face unpleasant truths. He's not wrong. Don't be fooled, Master. He doesn't mean it. He's just spitting out the first believable platitude that comes to mind. Coming up with convincing things to say on the spot is also part of being a hero. You could at least pretend to feel bad. That is enough out of all of you Greek heroes, I mean it. Damn it, I wish I could sacrifice two of you two in exchange for have so many Heracles back. Well, you can't. Come on, don't you think that'd be a waste of a perfectly good hero right here? He's a human. He's weak because he's a human. Compared to the A-Ray, you have immense physical capabilities. He only relies on guns. Well, you know, guns be broken, you know. Ever since the patch that introduced guns to the world, planet Earth has become very unbalanced in the human side of things. Oh? Name one thing about you that has surpassed Hercules in any way. My good looks. He and I have both got you beat there. I agree. After all, no two people will agree about what constitutes good looks. This is so stupid. No, I wish you brought Paris along. He's a better looker than all of them. I'm surprised you got so much further respect for the guy who killed you. Crap, sorry, I didn't mean to say that out loud. Oh, absolutely. It took a lot of courage for him to take up that bone killing, and I respect him for it. Not that I can say when he's around, since he's always taking pot shots at me. No need to be shy with praise. You think so? Something tells me that wouldn't go over well. Did something happen with you and Master Mandricato? You seem closer now somehow. Kinda. We're buds! He's Mandicar, bro! So you're friends now? I'm kind of jealous. Maybe it would help me get closer to him too if I tried speaking more informally myself. Would that be okay? Hell yeah, well, speaking as a lifelong romantic, I guarantee it. And if you want to get closer to me while you're at it, that's totally okay too. And then again, that's easier said than done. Well, you're not even listening to me, are you? Guess she's lost in her own thoughts right now. The nuns at the Abbey were always very particular about ensuring we spoke politely after all, and it's very hard to unlearn a lifetime of habits like that overnight. Whatever am I going to do? Hello? Master, I can see a hunter off in the distance. Perhaps we should try asking him where we can find the labyrinth. That probably is not a good idea. And I'll try speaking him casually so that he does not think us suspicious. Hi there! Who are you? So much for that plan. I'll go and try and smooth things over. We should not be involving the civilians. Labyrinth, why would you want to go there? It's our job to go around investigating ruins of that nature. Uh-huh. Well, there might be one old man back in the village who knows where it is. I thought it'd be a big help. Come with me, I'll show you the way. I've heard rumors that the Labyrinth's monsters are no longer there. Do you know if they're true? First I've heard of that. Wait, really? The Labyrinth's monster is gone now? When I was a kid, my parents told me to stay away from there unless I wanted to be eaten. Some people went to check it out themselves and never returned. And now the nameless monster is dead, huh? Never would have seen that coming. I'm sorry, Nameless? Oh yeah, I think it used to have a name at some point, but we all forgot it ages ago. I mean, why would we need to know it? It's not like we're ever going to go near the thing anyway. Aw. Poor Asterius. Poor Asterius. I see. Then none of you ever thought to try and vanquish this monster. You're all more than strong enough to handle the demonic beast thanks to your Theos. So how come none of you ever thought to kill the Labyrinth monster and take the name for yourself? Why would we do that? You know, to be heroes or something? Are you nuts? How could a bunch of exiles like us ever become heroes? These exiles? Do you mean exiles from Olympus? Yeah, that's right. They say we had bugs or something like that, so we got kicked out. So it'd be wrong for us to become heroes. Can I ask you something, too? That mean you know there was a monster in the labyrinth all this time, but you never tried to kill it, right? Weren't you scared knowing it was out there, that it could come and attack your village at any time it wanted? What else could we do? A god made that monster, so we have no business killing it. Gotcha. Okay, there's the village over there. Wonderful, thank you. I'll go on ahead then. I'll say there's something very bland about these people. Gun God's greatest weapon is the Black Barrel. It's a gun that is a conceptual weapon of natural lifespan, capable of imposing the notion of limited lifespan into the body of near-immortal creatures. The bullets it shoots ignores any parameters of beings that intake either substance to deliver direct damage. So it's King Hassan's thing, but in the form of a gun. It's a pew-pew version of King Hassan's foregoing his grand title to make an immortal mortal. And yes, these people are very bland. Also, they did say something. Is that why you said I was missing information? Bugs. There's something wrong with the nanomachines, isn't there? No, there's something about them that's been fundamentally different from us. Better or worse, there are definitely people like that in proper human history, too. People unquestioningly accept what they've been given and settle down without attempting to push things forward. Honestly, they were probably the majority. It's a much easier way to live, after all. People like that aren't the type to embark on an arduous quest so they can come home with a golden fleece. But at least they don't try to drag you down or badmouth you. That much I appreciate. I don't know if I agree with that. Doesn't the fact that none of them ever say anything mean or try to drag others down mean they don't ever feel such basic emotions such as frustration or envy? Indeed. The people of Atlantis have gone down a very different path both from proper human history and from the people of the Indian Lostbelt. I have no doubt that their lives are peaceful and content. They live for hundreds of years, and I suspect most of them have never caught so much as a cold. Because of the Theos, the general-purpose nanomachines, they have been given to stop every German virus in its tracks. They spend their many days tilling their fields, tending their livestock, hunting wild game, protecting from the demonic beasts, and worshipping Olympus. A simple life, to be sure. The people of the Chinese Lostbelt have forgotten their culture because it was taken away, but these people have abandoned civilization in the wake of their exile. No, that's not quite right. It's more like there's simply no need for them to develop their civilization further. I see. I also doubt that this civilization imposes any form of sacrifice on its people, unlike proper human history and the tendency to plow ahead regardless of who or what may obstruct its path. That being said, we have thus far only seen how these exiled Atlanteans view the world. Whereas the people who live in Olympus near the top of the Tree of Emptiness may well see things differently. Especially powerful against enemies that possess a large quantity of grain, such as types. Normally a rifle-type gun, but can be turned into a sniper rifle. Interesting. And that is why he is called Gun God, because he has a gun that can kill gods? Or, I mean, I guess the types are pretty much gods. They're planetary gods, technically. Because the types are the embodiments of the planets. But yes, I do kind of wonder how the Olympians are going to be. Which we won't know for a few months, but still, I kind of want to know. Section 2. In this quest, the battle you will fight depends on the choices you make during the scenario. Excuse me. Additionally, you will form your party immediately before the battle begins. Would you like to start the quest? Okay, so in other words, I need to pay extra close attention to this dialogue to see which option will make it easier. On your back. Some of the types that kill humanity, that's killing the Earth. Yep, I know that much about types. I know that the types were summoned by Gaia to Earth in order to kill off all of humans, because humanity is killing the Earth. I sure am, and I'm bringing back all the meat you could ask for. And who might these folks be? They say they're here to investigate the labyrinth. Okay, what about... And are you looking to investigate? Well, you know, this and that. Even though you're still so young and small. Goodness, you poor thing. I can't believe you have to go around investigating labyrinths when you can't be more than 100 years old. Has a nickname... That girl also has a nickname. A gun that kills gods. Makes sense. Well, what can I say? On my island, it's customary to begin with working in one's adolescence. Anyway, the labyrinth, huh? Now, where was it again? I'm guessing old man Kinnigas will know. I remember him saying he went there way back when. Alright, J6, thanks for stopping by, man. I'm probably only going to be going for another half an hour. Maybe less if the next section is a really long one, but if the next section is a short one, I might do that one as well. I think Kite, Nagos, should be living in the oldest house in the village. Though I'm not sure if he's still even alive, to be honest. Interesting. The labyrinth. Why would you want to go somewhere like that? You do know there's a monster there, don't you? Oh yes, there's no need to worry. We are quite capable of taking monsters. All we need is to know how to get there. So if you have a map or something to start, that would be a huge help. You know the way you talk, all stiff and all? It's all weird. Weird. Jason's over in the corner not even trying to stuff his laughter. Well, whatever. This is the map that I used back when I went, so don't blame me if the roads have changed since then. Should I just send it to you then? Oh yes, that would be, that'd be fine. Gosh, I haven't seen data like this in forever. Oh? Because there is usually no need to when we're just out here living our lives. Could you not use the functionality to meet with people far away? Why would I need to do that when everyone I'd want to talk to is right here? I sure don't know anyone on a far-off island. It would be one thing if we could use it to communicate with the gods. That would be truly a blessing. But there's no point in forming networks between ordinary humans. I suppose you're right. Come on, Kiagnos. It's almost time to eat. I know I'll be right there. Alright, that's all I've got for you. Thank you for your help. This will be invaluable. Very pessimistic, these people are. Rather, they don't have any ambitions, do they? Yeah, very, very lackadaisical, they see life as. It sounds fine coming from you. I don't really... Chiyomi's nice, but, you know, Chiyomi is nice. I definitely see her more in the little sister category than anything, I would say. You think so, Master? Whoa, come on, Master. She's just trying to stand out. Nobody from anywhere close to modern times would actually talk like that otherwise. How rude, I'll have you know there were plenty of other people in my clan who spoke in this manner. Whoa, whole village of Kunoichi talking like dictionaries. Mandricardo's inner monologue is hilarious sometimes. At any rate, as I was saying, these people truly do not have anything in the way of ambitions or vigor. That's just what happens when people spend their whole lives without any kind of technological revolution. When life now looks exactly the same as it did 10,000 years ago, of course they'd lose all appetite for it. At least it's a very peaceful way to live. Only because the people haven't moved past depending on the gods. I don't know. Orion has some good moments as well, I will say. Mainly at the beginning, but he has become a more serious character. Mandricardo, I just kind of feel sorry for the man, you know? Mandikar bro needs some confidence boosting, you know?
You know, Lord Jason, for someone born in the Age of Gods, you certainly don't like them very much.
You wouldn't either if you'd grown up there. Though I have to say, whether we're talking this Lostbelt or proper human history, knowing the 12 Olympians were robots makes a lot of sense. It explains why their way of thinking was always so incredibly inhuman.
Huh? I thought the Greek gods were famous for being, you know, all too human.
Yeah, so their motives were definitely human, but the conclusions they arrived at and the way they generally conducted themselves were all distinctly inhuman. For example, some scholars believe they started the Trojan War to thin out the human population after they decided there were too many of us.
Yikes.
I don't know if that's true or not, but I wouldn't be at all surprised if it was. And let's not forget that this Lostbelt, the same 12 Olympians have endured all the way up to the present day. I'm sure that even the minor gods live anywhere from a few hundred to a few thousand years here.
Yeah, that reminds me of something. Well, maybe to different degrees. You said the Greek gods were robots here, both here and in proper human history, right? But the divine spirit-based servants that we've met, like Uriel, for example, all look like ordinary humans.
So if the 12 Olympians are robots, why aren't the gods who serve them robots as well?
Right, for instance, Orion, Poseidon's your father, right?
Yeah, he is. But I get the feeling I never actually met him back when I was alive. I expect that might be very similar to the way myth ebbs and flows throughout the world. For example, we already know the gods which emerged from concepts of nature across various lands were integrated into the Greek mythology. So while I can't be sure if this is due to the 12 Olympians themselves, or the faith of their worshippers, it makes perfect sense in the case of subservient gods would take the form of humans and animals. After all, these robotic gods clearly came from another planet altogether, and are wholly foreign in nature. But even so, wouldn't the myths end up twisting forms of these subservient gods to resemble the Olympians? I mean, it happens all the time, right? When an enemy god from a different land's mythology is changed into a hideous monster, their form ends up changing after the fact to match. So why wouldn't that happen to a god being made subservient to one of the robots? The Olympians may have wished to avoid appearing completely alien to their worshippers. After all, I rather doubt there was anything else in all of ancient Greece in any way similar to them. So the fact that Orion looked completely human despite being Poseidon's son was most likely.
Yeah, I think you're right. The trained side of me still remembers what Poseidon looked like. But I think that's only because he gave Triton special treatment since he entrusted him to defend the sea as his successor. Whereas I don't think he thought of his children, who loved on land, as anything more than familiars.
Yeah, I got a point. Now that I think about it, I don't actually know a single thing about my old man.
My mother was a lesser god and looked completely human. Though that didn't stop my parents from separating because of inconceivable differences.
Well, suffice to say, I think there's one phrase that sums up perfectly. The gods are crazy.
Man, I'm glad I never had any divinity of my own. Anyway, we're here now. The labyrinth. There's nobody else here.
There isn't, is there? What's the meaning of this? I mean, you'd expect there to be at least a few guards around this island temple by now, right? There's no way the villagers wouldn't have told them where to find it. I suppose this monster that lives in the labyrinth might have eaten them. That seems highly unlikely. From everything we've been told, he resided deep within the labyrinth, even here in this Lostbelt. More concretely, there's no signs of struggle here. I'm getting a bad feeling about this. Should we leave someone on lookout, or should we all go in together?
Let's all go in together.
Make things easier. Well, you don't usually speak up so directly. Alright, we'll all go in then.
Alright, let's go all in. Okay.
Everybody together.
This labyrinth looks like the one we saw in Arcanus.
Guess that means the story about Daedalus building it to contain the Minotaur is pretty much the same here.
That seems like Lord Daedalus' name would never record in this Lostbelt's legends. Okay. I guess we'll lose comms right about now.
Huh? Why is that?
Because that's what the records from Arcanus say.
I don't remember that.
Yes. This is where we met Asterius and Uriel, and was quite the ordeal, wasn't it? What is it, Jason? You look like your head's about to split open.
Let's just say all my memories of Okeanos are extremely bad ones.
No. Think of this as your chance for a new beginning. In my case, my records say that I only once went about calling myself Assassin of Paraiso and causing no end of havoc. Apparently, I even tried to enchant Master here by saying something like, "Shall I keep you company for the night?" I have to say I would be interested in trying that myself at some point.
One of the scariest things ever.
And it sounded like you'd learn just how terrifying weak and white you can be. Who knows, perhaps this carefree smile I'm wearing now is just an act.
I hope it's not. There's a god demonic beast. Yeah, there's more than I thought there'd be.
They're coming both behind and in front of us. I count 26 altogether.
I see, then it looks like the Minotaur really is gone. There's no way it would let this many weaklings take up residence at Slapith otherwise. We're surrounded, but are we? We might be surrounded. But it's gonna take way more than a bunch of weaklings like this to challenge me.
Oh, in that case, Ryan, what do you say with a little contest?
Sounds good to me. I'll even give you a handicap to make up for your injury.
Don't worry about that. I don't need my immortal body to take care of these chumps.
So what'll be? Whoever kills the most wins?
Whoever kills the most, the fastest.
You're on. Good. If you guys are that sure you can win, I'm gonna relax and get some shut-eye. Wake me up when you're done.
I don't believe it. You're actually lying down to sleep.
Master, you can handle picking the formation. You can manage that much, right?
I got this.
Well, well. Now, look who's on top of things. Alright, then I'll leave it up to you.
Here they come. What are your orders, Master?
Okay. So, I'm gonna have to go with Achilles here because he is AoE. Orion is strong for sure, but he is literally face cards for his damage, so.
Got it.
Let's do this. Yeah, Achilles is the better option of these bunches. Scary. And away we go! Of course, this is all gonna bite me in the ass if it's Saber class or Assassin class enemies. But hopefully it is not. It's casters. I chose correctly. Oh. How much of an MP gain is it? That's not bad. It's not bad at all. Uh-oh. Excuse me. Excuse me. Got the burps. My nose is also stuffy. We should have NP after this formation. Hopefully we will be able to generate enough NP to not have to use everybody's stuff. So let's go ahead and start getting the quick buffs. Shall we? Oh, that was meant to be Achilles' Scissors. Not bad, not bad. That was a very high-pitched whistle. Just saying. Good. That should be fine. Yeah, we should be fine here. We'll do it like so. And do. Still cannot believe that freaking Christmas is coming up so quickly. It's like so freaking fast. Origin Hydra. The OG. Is about to be defeated. I don't know. I tried to make some rhymes there, but I couldn't. Defense is pointless. All offense. Go, Achilles, go! Destroy the Origin! Nice! I was hoping for the crits there. Easy enough. There we go, that's the last of them. Oh, damn it. Looks like I won both speed and kills. Got a problem with that. No, I don't. Come on, now, Master, can't you give me some orders too? 2 battlegrounds at once is kind of difficult, man. Just saying. Huh, looks like you still have a lot of learning to do in that regard. But don't worry. Now that I'm mentally rested after a quick nap, I'll be more than able to make up for your shortcomings.
I keep telling you, servants don't need to sleep.
By the way, Scout Chiome, how are things looking up ahead?
This is the furthest point in the old man's map, but there's still a great deal of labyrinth left to cover. So what do we do now? We don't have this well in hand. Now that Lord Hephaestus' presence is getting stronger, I should have no difficulty finding him. Follow me.
Away we go, to Hephaestus we shall find. La-de-da-de-dan-dan. No battles. Alright, let's go, let's go!
I know we expected as much, but this labyrinth certainly is long, isn't it?
How are you holding up, Master? I'm fine.
I don't think I can keep going much longer, so...
Oh, come on, are you kidding me, Corday, and you call yourself a servant? I don't want to be here any longer than we have to be. We have to keep moving. She tried to get us to stop. I don't think I can keep going much longer either. I'm gonna take a little break.
Oh, right, I actually can't keep going much longer either. Come on, everybody, let's all take a break.
Charlotte is... That's sweet of you. Hey, Corday. When you're done massaging Master's legs, make sure you do mine next.
Okay. Wait, I thought you were tired.
I'm not, I just want to feel relaxed.
In that case, you can massage your own legs. Well, if you're low, and I can oblige with the pressure point massage if you like.
Leg massage.
It'd be nice. You know, I would really love to massage. I kind of wonder what a massage would be like.
Right, I'll leave it to you then.
Notice it, acupressure it is.
Oh, poor Jason.
I was not aware that surgeons could build up exhaustion to this degree. Here we go. Seems you have something of a bad liver. But I'm going to really need to dig in it, as if I were trying to gouge out the pressure point right out of you.
Save.
Here I go.
Poor Jason. Poor Jason.
I'm not really sure what the best thing to do here is.
Please stop, I don't want to die.
Alright, last one, be warned, this is gonna hurt a bit.
You mean everything else I wasn't supposed to?
Up. Oh, that's better. You're quite sick, but you should be nice and looks. How about you, Master? Would you also like me to?
Thank you, but no thank you.
No, there's no need to be shy. Is that not all? Say, Master, what was the proper human history, Asterios like?
He was very kind.
I see. That doesn't quite line up with what I know about him. True. In some ways, he was like the platonic ideal of a monster dwelling in the labyrinth. But in others, he was nothing like that at all.
For better or worse, he was the archetypal example of a tragic monster. If only he'd been raised differently, all of his so-called monstrous qualities could have made him a great hero. I can practically taste King Minos' sheer cowardice now. He could have made Asterios into his most powerful weapon if he'd only played his cards right, but instead he let his fears get the best of him and ended up raising a great brute of a monster. That's pretty much par for the course for cowardly kings. As far as they're concerned, an ally could be conceivably take their throne from them as an enemy to be feared. Cut it out, Achilles. You're reminding me of a king just like that, and I'd rather forget the man. Fine with me, I'd sooner rather not think of the one I know either. Alright then, no more king talk. Gotta say, being a hunterman, I never really had to worry about kings. Yeah, man, must be nice. Kinda jealous. Since I chose to live up my destiny as a hero, the idea of getting to be a simple hunter is pretty much an impossible dream for me. Especially since your destiny only lasted you about 10 years. Buzz off, I'm happy enough now with how things turned out. They kind of are. And this is what happened when you get a bunch of cheer guys in one place. Honestly, if you ask me, you'd normally be right there with them. Probably. Probably, admittedly. We are quite the positive disposition. Definitely. Hearing about all of your experiences made me realize how simplistic I used to think. Nothing wrong with simplistic thinking. I used to believe the world was much more black and white. I thought anyone defending the place I lived was good, and anyone who tried to destroy it was evil. In one sense, you're not wrong. Even animals will instinctively protect their territory and attack whatever threatens it. I guess. But in the end, I was sentenced to die, and people thought me evil. Don't be an idiot. If you think you're evil, you should see what kind of villainy my ex-wife put me through. Victims become victimizers. Victimizers become victims. It's all the damn time. If you can't let yourself worry about that sort of thing. If you actually want to be a hero. Is that really how it works? If you don't believe me, ask me what I was like back in Okeanos. Even with Media tricking me, just the thought of what I did back there twists me up inside. Twist me up inside. Twist me up inside.
We're friends now, Jason, buddy, pal.
Friends, seriously, don't be ridiculous. I feel like you're only bringing me up even worse memories for me.
Thank you, everyone. I can see I still have a great deal to learn about a lot of things. It's fine.
Let us go forward march.
Sounds good. I'll be with you every step of the way.
And that is section complete. Alright, alright. 3 more crowns of silver light. And section 16 is a 5-spotter. So, I think this is gonna have to be where we call today's stream, because it's gonna be time for me to eat dinner soon, and my voice is starting to hurt. So, I guess tomorrow we're gonna keep going. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 11 more sections to go. We're beyond the halfway point at this point, so we are getting there slowly but steadily. But yes, I will be returning tomorrow. I will set the time for that sometime tonight, and we will continue the Atlantis journey then. For now, though, I've been Silverak Dragon. I hope you've enjoyed this stream. If you have, leave me some feedback in whichever way you so see fit. If you want to check out more about me, be sure to check out my channel here, Twitch, YouTube, same name, same games. There's plenty of content to see. But once again, thank you so much for coming out. I hope you enjoyed. Have a fantastic evening, everybody.